I'm David.
And as a wrap-up to our Season 1 reviews, which are all 100 or 1 to 100 scale models, we started with Wing Zero, we went on to Astray, Red Frame, and Astraya,
and then
Legend Gundam. Legend Gundam.
Yeah.
Not Destiny.
Destiny was in the Wing Zero review.
Right, well, I mean, Destiny, we'll go over that in our second season. But to wrap things up of our first season, and to kick off our second season, we have a very special review for you today. This is of the 1 to 144 high-grade Stargazer Gundam. We have a lot to go over with this kit. As you saw in my preview, my girlfriend got this for me, and this was overall an amazing kit, and we're going to go into more detail with it. But first, let's give you a little bit of background information behind Stargazer. A lot of people don't know about it, so we're going to go into that right now.
Gundam Seed Stargazer was a short side story to Gundam Seed Destiny that took place right after the fall of Junius 7. The Stargazer Gundam was designed as a deep space exploration mobile suit, but when the Earth forces tried to capture it, it entered combat with the Strike Neuer Gundam and ultimately defeated it.
Anyways, here today is the 1 to 144 high-grade Stargazer Gundam. This kit was released back in 2006 when the side story / mini series aired. This is the 47th kit, I believe, in the Stargazer in the Gundam Seed model kit line. At least in the 1 to 144. I'm not sure about 1/100s. I know that they do not make a 1/100 of this kit. I would love to see it happen though. So, on to the review. Starting with the box, you can see that the artwork is simply amazing. This is a scene directly out of the final sequence of the anime, and I have to say that this is some of the most impressive box art I've ever seen on a Gundam kit in the 1 to 144 scale. Moving on, you have the label for high grade, you have the serial number, the series label right here, and up here. This is all just standard stuff that you see on a box. What else? On the bottom side of it, we have some various poses and alternate modes. It also shows the beam rings here that surround Stargazer, the movable hip joint, where else? Some thrusters here, and its little tiny beam gun, which we'll go into more detail about all this stuff later in the review. On the top side of the box, we have two scenes from the anime itself, a Photoshop version of the model kit that's all lit up and nice and fancy and whatnot, some pilot information that's all in Japanese, which, just for your information, Stargazer actually requires 2 human pilots in the anime, or it can run off of just the AI system that's programmed into it. Here we have the DSSD logo, and DSSD, just for all you nerds out there, it stands for Deep Space Survey and Development Organization. And on both sides, we have simply just a smaller version of the front of the box. On the back, we have advertisements for all the Stargazer series models: Dagger, Vertibuster, Strike Neuer, Blue Duel, Jin Type, and Kurbos Buku Hound, however you pronounce that. And in the middle we have Stargazer and Strike Neuer model kits reenacting the final scene from the anime. So this is some cool stuff. Okay. Going to the manual. Here we again have a larger photoshopped picture of the model with everything all lit up and whatnot. I really wish I could do this to the kit itself because it would look really cool, but I can't. You have some information on the pilots as well as the machine itself. Opening it up, we find a lot of posability ideas, including a color guide, some poses and whatnot. You really get a lot with this manual. It's a lot more than any other 1 to 144 kit that I've ever done. What else? Here you can see he's got the energy rings going around him. You have more posability ideas down here. A colored picture of Strike Neuer somewhere. Where was that? Right here. Yeah, the colored picture of the final battle sequence right here. And you have an advertisement for the Buku over here. Opening it up fully, you can see that this is a really big manual. We have our runner guides over here on the first page. We have instructions for arms, legs, all that other fun stuff. Here it shows you how to put the stand that comes with it together, how to put the rings together, and you get some more posability ideas with that. Flipping it over here, we have even more instructions on how to put the ring into different poses. And the ring itself can actually be used as a stand in addition to the one that actually came with the kit. So I think that was a really cool bonus that this came with. Anyways, that's it for the manual and box. Let's get on to the model. And now, ladies and gentlemen, what you have all been waiting for. The kit itself. Surprise! It's black. I painted all of that. I took some black spray paint to the white runners, and I figured that it would just look absolutely amazing with the black and gold. And honestly, it did. It turned out absolutely fantastic. However, the only downside to this is it's going to limit what I'm going to be able to show you as far as posability goes, because I am overly paranoid about scratching the paint, because it is really difficult to repaint all this. So anyways, let me just start by saying that this kit is simply amazing. I really wasn't expecting a 1:144 scale model to be this good. Everything about this kit is, well, near perfect. During the time I was building it, I ran into only a few minor problems. But anyways, on to the details. Starting with the articulation, the head is on a double ball joint. This allows it to move back and forth. As you can see, he's all the way back, all the way forward. Can you guys see that? Okay. Side to side. Slightly. Actually, this one, I'm sorry. This one does not move side to side. He can't do the whole, you know, what is love, baby don't hurt me dance. He can move down, he can move up. That's really about it for the head joint. Oh, and it can also rotate a full 360 degrees on here. Moving on to the arms. The arms are also on a double ball joint. This makes for really good articulation. They can move down, they can move up, they can spin a full 360 degrees if you move the ring just a little bit. They spin 360 at the bicep. They go 90 degrees at the elbow joint. It is not a double jointed kit, so it cannot have the full range of posability that the 1/100s have, but it's still good. The hands are on a standard polycap joint. Moving on to the torso itself, it does not spin 360. In fact, it really only spins about that far. But that is because of the backpack and the way the skirts are done. Moving on to the skirts, you'll see that these are each individual. This is done with a slight modification to it. They actually come molded together, but because they are literally on two like ball joints almost and connected together, I literally cut it in half, put it on there, and ta-da, you're good to go. You can move independently now. The side skirt moves up about that far, moves down about that far, and can move forward and backwards. As far as the leg goes, because this can move up about that far, that's how far you're getting the leg. It'll move out a fair distance. It's good to go. As far as the leg goes, it's double jointed at the knee, and you can get a lot of good flexibility off of this. I wasn't really expecting this from a 1:144 kit, but honestly, it does its job. Moving on back here, this piece opens up to reveal a little, if I can get this here, little thruster pack right here, which is really cool. Folds back in. The foot the foot is actually really amazing. I was really impressed by how well designed this foot was. I've never seen this on a 1:144 kit before, so this really blew me away. You actually can pull this down here, and then it comes out on a single ball joint like that. So this foot can rotate a full 360 degrees, can go down, can go up, can go all the way up like that. It's got a lot of really good articulation on the foot. Now, as far as problems went with this kit, there was one other thing I forgot to mention. The ring has a lot of articulation. You can get a lot of different poses out of this. You can actually separate them, use it as a stand, whatever. I'm not going to do that because I've already started scratching paint here, and I really don't want to do that anymore. Now, the only real problems that I've had with this kit are the stickers, and they are really a pain to get on there. It took me a good 10 to 15 minutes trying to get a sticker into its right place, and it was a lot of the times they would pop out, they'd fly off to the side. I'd have to go back, pick them up with the razor, put them on there. I actually had to glue some of the stickers down. It looks like I might have to do that with a few of the other ones, but as for now, they're fine where they're at. Anyways, as I was saying, the stickers were really a pain to get into some places. In fact, they were really a pain to get everywhere. The eyes gave me a lot of trouble. The forehead camera gave me a lot of trouble. Everything, the stickers are really my only real complaint about this kit. But it still looks amazing, so I'm not complaining too much about that. Now, what actually is stickers, everything that's gold on here, that's all stickers. This little red piece up here, that's stickers. The forehead camera, sticker. The eyes, sticker. Everything else is molded in that color. These red pieces on the arms, that's an actual red piece. The red piece here, that's an actual red piece. And the chin, this made me really happy. The chin is actually a red piece. It's not a sticker that you put on like most 1:144 kits. Now, one other thing, I forgot to mention this earlier when it came to articulation here. This was a kind of a cool thing that they did on this kit. If you look here, you'll see that the legs are actually moving independently from the hip joint, which I think is just really, really cool. It was a cool feature to add in there, and it definitely makes for some great posability. So anyways, let's move on to some weapons here. Here he has his little tiny beam pistol. This is actually the exact same beam pistol used in the 1:144 high grade Astray civilian model. That's the exact same one. I painted those black too, just for the sake of it. And on to the real pride and joy here. His beam rings. These are beam sabers on steroids, literally. If you have watched the final sequence of the Stargazer anime, you will see that these pretty much were pretty much kick-ass beyond anything. They can slice through anything, they reach out really far. I would show you how it goes on the model kit, but again, I'm paranoid about scratching my paint job. What I will do at some point, guys, is I'm going to get a standard, or I'm going to get another one of these kits, and I'm going to leave it in the standard colors.